What is going on, you dead set legends? We're rocking and rolling, hanging and banging, slinging and slanging. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling live stream in the world, the number one podcast. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler. And as always, I am your Melbourne Cup 2019 80 to 95 kilo left arm, third place amateur. The most sought after trophy in the arm wrestling world. And boy, oh boy, with everything that is going on in the world of arm wrestling, we have just overlooked an unbelievable match that is coming up. So let me introduce my two guests for this evening. One of them in a rare glimpse. He is not in a Hawaiian shirt. We have got him on the off chance. But I'll tell you what, the future of arm wrestling is looking very good. He wants to take any match and every match, and he's got his eyes set on a living legend, that is for sure. And then that is the Tugboat, Chance Shaw. And of course, joining me, this man with just one evil look can snap your neck off. He is an absolute living legend. And I think legally I am the only person that is allowed to call him Ron Bubble Bar. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
How's it going? Thanks for having me on here, Jake. I appreciate it.
Thanks also. All right.
I'm absolutely loving it at the moment with everything that's going on, whether it's controversy or East versus West. We seem to have, not me, but people have seemed to overlook this mega super match, which we'll get to in just a moment. But first off, everyone that is in the chat, can we all just give Ron Barth and Angie Rose a huge congratulations in the chat? We now call him Ron Rose because we found out that Ron has... But a huge congratulations. They are married. They've been very open with their romance. Ron and I have made jokes. So all you single ladies out there, the bubble bath is off the playlist. Ron, congratulations, mate.
Oh, thanks. Thanks
a lot,
a lot.
Ron. Congrats.
Yeah.
And please pass on our congrats to Angie again and again. Everyone is coming in. Irving Brown says congratulations. Preacher, arm wrestling. He's saying congratulations. Phil Woody UK. He's all about the Ron Rose, the double R. I won't make that stick. I've got away with bubble bath, Ron. I will not make Ron Rose stick. You treat me too good. You treat me too good. Some people are coming in. Devon, no limits to the perfect storm. Brzezinski, whoo, that's a big word. Says congrats. There's John. Says congratulations, Ron. Congratulations, everyone.
You know, on these congratulations till late Saturday, Sunday after I do work.
Wow, we might give us a quick flex, guys, as we go through. We'll just say hi to everyone.
I don't know because it might not happen.
You've got some competition cut out for you there, Ron, because Karen Looms says, Ron, congrats. Angie is so hot. Sarah Latona just jumps in and says, two of my faves, Ron and Angie. Juju Mugu with the first super chat. He's jumped in and he says, how can I get some Ron Bar stem cells so that I can also look that good in my 60s? Also, Uncle John's lives matter. Mate, Ron, what's the ingredients of the Fountain of Youth?
You'd have to go all the way back to my dad, my granddad, grandfather, and all. A lot of genetics and good work. I can't say I eat real clean, but I have a good diet. I eat a good diet. Overall, try to take care of myself. I don't drink that deep, watery beer, that ultra whatever. I drink whiskey. So
like a man. Right, you're just an old school man. That's what I love about it. Chance has got his own thing. You know, he's taken on all the big dogs. Chance and I get along. We have a bit of a laugh. You know, the new generation coming. But I just like that reminder when I bloody have a chat with Ron. Just that old-fashioned, Don't care. Stick it up your ass. Be a man. Oh, I love it. I love it. And one person we do love is Robert Gould with a huge super chat. Thank you very much, Robert. Says, got to have respect for the legend, Ron Barth. But I've got my boy Chance in this match. Always love a bit of brutal.
Thanks for the support, Robert. I hope he has me in this match. His name's on the back of my shirt, so
Well,
you better have my my back in that.
Wouldn't that be the ultimate swerve? It's like, yeah, and mid match, Robert Gould just comes in and hits you with a chair, and I was just kidding, Chance. I was just kidding. Ron's my guy, and just absolutely drop you. Robert Gould's also a gold member on my Patreon, and Chance is a Patreon and YouTube banger. So I always appreciate any support, whether you spend a few dollars or like these guys, they're spending their time, and everyone in the chat, which is awesome. Everyone's just saying how good you are, which is awesome. I have asked people in the chat who is going to win, and at the moment, 62% are saying the living legend, Ron Barth, is going to win this one. Chance, I just want to pop up a photo that you shared with Ron and I in a very, very fun chat before we started the show. Can you just give everyone, and I do apologise, Chance, because it will cover your face, but can we just let everyone know what's going on here, mate? Look at that hairdo, hey? Justin Bieber, eat your heart out. I love it.
I would have been 16. Maybe I had just turned 17 there, around that range. Ron, I guess, what was that? Probably my second tournament. So I had won the amateurs and I won the teens, and Ron told my mom, he was like, all right, hey, if Chance keeps up with it, he's gonna be the future. He's gonna be a lot to deal with, or whatever Ron said. I have a bright future, and so meeting Ron and it was a big motivation for me to keep training and go harder. So Ron is the reason that he's gonna lose, right? He's his own downfall because he kept me in the sport.
Yeah, I remember telling her that. I remember when you were at that tournament, you pulled awesome that day.
Thank you.
It's great to see, because back then, I was only 120 in that picture. So it's great to see. It's always good to see young guys come up, because right now, if you look at all the elites, they're, upper 40s and 50s. And it's nice to see we got some good 20-some-year-old kids coming along. And it's good to see him go, although Chance is going to fall come Saturday. That shouldn't take anything off from where he's going to end up down the road. It'll just be a good stepping stone for him.
Well,
I agree, Ron. You're going to be a great stepping stone on my way to the top.
I'll tell you what, Ron, just quickly before I go into the details and go back to that photo, best of 5, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Ron, I've got a challenge for you. It's kind of a semi-challenge, and I don't know how I will stick to it. But if you win 3-0, I will consider calling you Ron Bloodbath instead of Ron Bubble Bath. You have an opportunity to squash.
That's
not going to happen.
What an honor for going 3-0 against him.
Not gonna happen.
What have people got to say in the comments? Everyone's is in there. Chance Justin Bieber's hair. He's got to win 3-0 over Jerry. It's not even the match.
Duncan knows what's up.
Marcus Thompson is in the house, just saying good day. King Hoddle, lovely jubbly. Juju Mugu says neither of them have changed over the years, except for Chance's fashion choices. He's gone from full Team America to Team Flamingo shirt, which is I just can't get over that hair. Guys, let me know in the comments quickly, what would Chad Shaw's boy band be called? Be nice, because we all love Chance, but be nice. But what would his boy band? What would his boy band be called? And everyone's just awesome talking about it. Good. which is awesome. So now there's, Chance, you've had one of those moments, and a lot of people have them in the sport. You come into a sport and someone you really like. It happened to me in basketball, and someone I didn't have the equivalency of Ron Barth in basketball, but I had a professional when I was about 12, 13 years old, give me the tap on the shoulder and go, man, you've got something here. If you stick at it, your fundamentals, man, you could be really good. Now, how does that go 7, 8 years later, or whenever the photo was taken, that you're now pulling the guy in the photo?
Yeah, I mean, it's overall, it's a really cool experience for me. Obviously, like I said, I met Ron 7 years ago. It was my second tournament. I'm only a couple months in the sport. I know what a legend he is, and he tells me that I have a real shot to be good. So obviously now here we are 7 years later, and I have the opportunity to finally pull him in a super match. It's a really cool opportunity for me. I've been lucky in the last year or two to get to pull with a lot of legends. Of course, John, I got to pull with John and Todd and a few others, but Ron is really the first legend I met. So it's great to have the opportunity to finally make the match happen.
Now, Ron, how does that make you feel when you just want to step on his neck come table time? This man is just basically saying, I kind of idolized you growing up, and then you've just got to drop some knowledge on him and just remind him where you're at.
Well, that's the hardest part about being here. As they're growing and trying to climb in the sport, they still got a hunger and a fire, and I'm just trying to beat them down the hill. Yeah, no, it's an honor. I love hearing people talk like that. I'm glad I was such an inspiration and can be. But come, Saturday morning, it'll all be shut off. I'm sure we'll have our jokes and fun, and I'll let him have some water beer while I drink a real beer or something that night. But for those minutes on that table, we're not going to be exactly friendly. So yeah, you got to shut all that off and try to do work.
Don't worry, Ron. I'll make sure it lasts much less than minutes. It'll just be ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. Okay, now we can be friends again just after a few seconds. So
no, God,
don't worry about it.
Well, I hope don't put any credence in my last super match. All right, because we'll talk about that in private. But anyhow, yeah, we both haven't had exactly a great road. We've had ups and downs. So yeah, both of us have a reason to want to win. So which nobody ever likes losing, but it would be nice to get back on a winning streak.
Yeah.
Well. Speaking of that, you had 2 matches. We spoke a while ago about the Zurab Tabaritsi match, but recently you pulled not at the last Monster, the very first Monster Factory one. I've just got to know what happened with Paul Lynn. What happened? I know Paul's a stud, but what happened?
When you have a war one weekend and you think, and this is out. All right, if you want to hear the whole story, I don't mean anything bad to say about Paul Lynn, but prior to that match, I did have very little respect for him as being able to compete with me. So I really didn't do a whole lot of rehab or anything after that Zurab match. And I knew I was busted up. And I went, it's Paul. I should be able to just take him sideways. And when I got there and I hit, even though I won the first match, in round 1, my arm was already saying, fuck you. And round 1, I knew I was toast. I knew I was done round 1 already. And I was kicking myself for taking it lighter than I should. I just got to I can't say I didn't beat Zura, but it was a hell of a match. And coming back and then taking somebody like Paul. And I had people, even teammates, who said, you better not take him lighter, he'll beat you. And I still shrugged it off a little bit, because for 5 weeks, first 2 weeks after Zurab, I didn't do hardly anything. And you think I would have been icing my arm, I'd have been massaging my arm, going and getting therapy. I didn't do anything because I thought, it is what it is. I'll go, I'll win. And after round 1, I was kicking myself in the ass. But it does one thing. I gave Paul a lot of respect, and he won't get that same attitude if I ever pull him again.
When you pull him again, we want the rematch with Zurab. We want the rematch with Paul Lynn. You just have absolute firecrackers, and hopefully your arms won't bloody rip off. Just a quick super chat from Pradeep's Hurt Feelings Department. Says, new rule in arm wrestling, you can arm wrestle, but no holding hands. I believe that is a reference to. Thank you very much for your super chat. That looks like a reference to all the controversy that's going on, which we won't bring up today. I'm not going to put you guys on the spot or anything like that. Blowing out of proportion. But thank you very much for the super chat. Aussie Tank says, Chance looks stronger, no doubt, but he better eat his Wheaties against Ron Barth. Everyone's there. Brad Butler's been awesome. This should be a killer match. I'm rooting for Chance, and I think he has a legit shot. But Ron is the man. It's all happening. So, Ron, you're talking about not taking Paul in lightly, and you've admitted, wasn't your best choice in your arm wrestling career. So then, what's been the approach for this match?
My coach and training partners here. Someone intense at the table and way more intense at training and the gym than I'm used to. And she also is more into rehab and therapy. So I'm in a lot better shape. I would say right now, to give all credit, I don't know if my lifts in the gym are what they were right before Zero, but a lot more side pressure, a lot more stuff on the training table. I know that's been worked a lot harder for this match. I've had plenty of time to rest and rehab. So if anything, I'm probably in as good a shape or anything than I was for Zero. And I'll probably be just about as fired up. I like Chance, but I really don't want him beating me.
I feel like I'm the last person on the planet that you want to lose to.
Why is that, Chance? Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like Ron and I, since he met me at the very beginning, maybe we just have this relationship as, he doesn't want to lose to me. Like once he loses to me, he knows maybe, he's past the hill, if you will. So
time to retire.
Yeah.
Time to pasture.
Yeah. So part of me doesn't want to win because I don't want to put you into retirement. But, 45 years of arm wrestling or however long you've been arm wrestling now, I think it's plenty of time, so I won't hurt too bad after.
Bring it. Just bring it. Do what you got to do.
All right. And hey, don't worry. After I beat you, I'll get revenge for you on Zurab 2 weeks after. So I'll handle your business too.
I'll give you some good advice. Rehab. No matter how easy our match is, make sure you get good rehab before you pull them.
Absolutely.
Although at 23, you rehab the next night.
I know. I miss being 23, Ron, and I'm only 38, and I miss being 23 with your body working and that. I sit on the couch these days, and if I don't sit properly, I'm out for 3 weeks. Sure, Chance is just doing backflips on the daily. Super chat from Tom Radigan, my rad man, the Radmeister. Thank you very much. He says, see you guys Saturday. That is the East Side Arm Brawl Tournament. We'll get to the details a bit later. I'm just hanging out with my good friends, Ron Barth and Chance Shaw. Thank you very much, Tom. I will hopefully be watching on Saturday, but I'm going to talk to Chance about that a little bit later. Ready Bang from Captain Obvious. White Wolf is coming with a super chat. He says, Ron, so many of us, including Devon, have your match versus Devon as one of the top matches of all time. Can you give us your thoughts on that match?
Which one? It must have been the one in Canada, because the one in England, he crushed me like a newborn. But the one when we pulled in England, that's when he went on the rant and beat John and beat Travis, all of us in 1 year. Canada was probably, there's a few things I could have did different. Number one, I didn't have a team at all. There was nobody in Georgia training, so I was doing my own thing, which is very little. There again, I got very complacent training for him because we didn't have social media. We had a magazine, so I knew very little about Devon. So I went up there on my own laurels, and I got in this massive war, this battle with this guy. And all I heard was how great endurance he had, And so after I think round 1 or 2, I'm talking to Travis, and I'm about dead. I'm gassed, and I'm thinking Devin's over on the other side doing jumping jacks, only to see a video later that he was about as dead on the other side. But yeah, that one there, he beat me, but I realized it's still the mental game. Burt Whitfield told me many years ago, even no matter how tired you're at the table, no matter how good your opponent looks, your opponent's just faking. They're just as tired. So just keep working. But yeah, that was a hell of a match. There's been a few of them like that will always be marked on me for being great ones, and that's one of them.
That was the WAL match, wasn't it?
No, the one in Canada. If that's the one we're talking about, the first one between me and Devin.
Oh, yes. I know one. Yeah.
That was at the Mike Gould Classic. Back 2011, 12, somewhere's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
might have been earlier. That might have been earlier than that.
There you go. One of my men from Australia, the number 1 70-kilo pooler, Josh Barker. He's been a member. He's been a banger for 6 months. Thank you very much, Josh. Unfortunately, I can't show the members super chat on my platform, but it has popped up. And he says, Chance Shaw, big fan, my man. Keep at it.
Thank you, Josh.
You need to keep an eye on Josh Barker.
Oh, I know who Josh is. I watch his stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Beautiful. He's good. Hopefully we'll be catching up with him on the weekend because I'm flying up to his thing. But we're not talking about me. Hey, Aussie, says Ryan Boussier. Macho Man's Arm Wrestling Channel says, yo, Chance and Ron, 2 badasses in my book. Absolutely. Of course they are. So then, Chance, why Ron and why now?
Well, originally Ron and I were supposed to have a super match last June that we had planned pretty far in advance, I think 8-9 months in advance. So I was really focused on training specifically for Ron and studying Ron and getting prepared. And unfortunately, he had an injury like 3-4 weeks before. So we had to reschedule the match, and it never ended up getting rescheduled. And Cody reached out to me. He's promoting the event up in Michigan. He reached out and said, hey, what do you think about you and Ron? And I was like, I love it. And the match needs to happen. It never happened last year, so I'd love it. So Cody really, really offered it, but it was only a matter of time before Ron and I were going to cross paths in a super match.
So then how is it going to go, Chance? How's the match going to go?
3-0 moderately quickly, 70 to 80% effort, I would say.
Ooh. Oh.
I think Jordan Sill.
Or is this a juice pizza?
Huh? I'm sorry?
I said, is this Devin Larratt pancakes or is this a highly protein pizza?
No. I think it's Jordan Sill kind of cracked the code for me. So I have a good idea of what I need to do coming into it.
I know what direction you're going anyhow.
Yeah. I don't think that there's a lot of mystery between what I'm gonna do, what you're gonna do.
There is a difference, though. Your hand's not as big as Jordan Sill's.
No, but it's stronger. That's why I'm 5-0 against Jordan Sill. Don't forget. So
that's because you slip, and anybody can beat Jordan Sill in a slip. My thumb and my hand just won't get out of his. He clamps onto my thumb so hard.
Yeah. I've seen you try to slip anyways. It doesn't look too good. But yeah. You're used to the old school rules, less slipping, more just hooking and grinding. So yeah. Genuinely, I think I have my hands full, but I think that I have the tools, I have the knowledge, I know what direction to go. I know where Ron is better and worse. At least I think that I know where Ron is better and worse. And so I feel like my game plan is pretty well thought out, and I plan on executing it.
Ron?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to stay home. Only 70 to 80% effort. Oh, my God. This is almost as bad as that year Michael Todd right before Vegas said he was going to beat me in a hook, a top roll, and then I ended up having to beat him. No, I sort of had a feeling because I know Chance is more technical. I figured he would look at some of that strategy. So yeah, my hand and my wrist have been worked a lot, and I've been trying to stop that angle. I know what angle he's going because it is my weakness. Jerome Loud in a practice, he can beat me that way. Anybody who goes there, and it's not hard to figure out. Watch a few videos. So I've been trying to work on that clamp where I can get there and stay there. If he wants to jump out and go to the straps, I'd gladly go to the straps. But
I know you would, Ron. I agreed to that last time we pulled.
It won't be any loosey-goosey straps. It's going to be foam tight, thumb to thumb tight, and I'll whine like a bitch.
Yeah, well, we don't even have to worry about if it gets to the straps because it won't. It'll go straight to the pad.
Oh, good for you. I'm glad you're going to take it easy and just take 3 falls and go home so you're ready for 0.
No, none of that. I need 3 quick wins, and so I'm nice and fresh for Zurab. And then I'll get revenge for you, Ron. Don't worry. I'll still be on your team afterwards. Just not Saturday.
Beat me quickly 3 times, and I will definitely probably be thinking the same when you go over there. But man, you got to get through me first, young man.
Don't worry, I will.
Oh, I love smart ass talk because it fires me up.
I know. I want to get you nice and fired up and ready, so you forget what you're doing on the arm wrestling table, and I can hit that angle even easier.
That's Michael Todd what it does.
Yeah.
Ask Devin Lorette what happened after he called me an old man.
Yeah. Well, how many years ago was that?
Just a few.
Oh, okay. I don't think I was arm wrestling yet at that point in time. So,
Chance, yeah, there's a whole lot of my life that was going on before you started arm wrestling.
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
I got more losses since you started arm wrestling than I had in the other 30 some years.
It's foreshadowing, Ron.
Yeah,
I started coming around, you started losing. Wait till the match happens.
Well, it is, but you know what? It's fun to compete. It's great to be staying competitive with everybody. And, as long as God's willing to let me keep competing and people want to keep pulling, I'm going to go to the table. I don't intend to lose. There's a lot of people. I'm never going to chase number 1. I don't care about number 1. I just want to have good matches and be competitive. And when I get young, sassy talking kids in front of me and they say how they're going to beat me at 70%, oh, God, I can't wait. The next 4 days, I'll probably be in bed in the middle of the night going.
Hopefully it pumps your arm up and your hand fatigues a little, so Saturday's even easier. Maybe I'll need 60%. No, all jokes aside, Ron, I'm really glad that you still have a little bit of passion and fire and still want to win. We're all lucky to have you around.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Nah, it's always a bit of fun banter like that is always good. I'm going to help you both out, and I have worked out the kryptonite for both people. So, Chance, if you are wanting to get into Ron's head right before the match, all you have to do is just head to your local shop, and right before the match starts, you just put a bottle of bubble bath on there and squirt a couple of bubbles there. That'll get in his head. Ron, if you want to put the pressure on Chance, all you have to do right before the match is just tap on his lovely partner's Maggie's shoulder and just go, so when's Chance going to propose?
Oh, my goodness. Don't give me in trouble
here,
Jake.
I'm playing even. There's both your kryptonites. That dynamite's in there. Let's get to some of the people in the chat. American Psycho Arm Wrestling says, hi, Ron. Travis Tuggle here. If you know who Travis Tuggle is.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Ready Tacos from Benjamin McCabe. My wife's just leaving. She's off to rhyme time at the local library with my beautiful daughter. So I hope she has fun for rhyme time. What else are people saying? Street Level's having a bit of a laugh. He says, Chance should be careful building himself up so much, knocking Ron. But Street Level's like us. He's just having a laugh. He's just having a laugh with you. Jeff LeGrand says, I hope you have Zurab figured out. Brad Butler says Tugboat. Toot toot, toot toot. Mother fluffers. Can everyone in the comment give me a score? What do you think the score will be? What do you think the score will be between these two? Street Level Arm Wrestling says Ron is such a legend. Dominic Lorenz says old man, strength, best strength. Brian Johnson says, what's up, fellas? Ready, bang. What have we got here? Jordanus says, nice. Ronnie's a tough guy. Good luck, guys. I know it will be a blast to watch. Savage Arm Wrestling says, Ron, you got to put the baby face back in the crib. Ron will win 4-2. We've got a 3-2 for Ron. Now the scores are coming in. Let's get some scores up. 3-2 to Chance. Peter McKenzie is the pram, says Ready Bang. We've got 3-2 to Ron, the living legend. Ron Barr sweeps all rounds within 6 seconds. Big call here from my man. Aussie Tanks. Smoke says 3-1 to Chance. Ryan Bussiere being very apologetic says 3-2 to Ron. Sorry,
so
Chance.
I do want to just encourage everyone who is who's picking Ron, head over to Steak Kings. Ron has sold like 1% or something, almost nothing. I sold out like. Sorry, Ron. Oh, you froze there for a second. Yeah, Ron has like 1% sold, so you can still go bet on Ron. I sold out in like 5 minutes, so make sure you go sell Ron out so I can sell more to my supporters, or just buy it myself.
Come on, I need the money. Everybody, go bet for me. I won't let you. I don't gamble.
No,
but
probably
I might be
smart. A smart gamble, Ron, would just be bet on me, and then you kind of know that you've already made your money.
You know, I could, but then people might get me for taking a dive.
Yeah.
Well, gamble responsibly. I mean, Chanshaw sold out on both of his matches. So just please gamble responsibly. But if you put, say, $20 on Ron, you'll get $34.29 back. So that's pretty good odds. It's under WAF rules. Is it a shutout? It's not a shutout. It's just a straight up win-loss. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Mate. Beautiful, mate. That'll be good. That'll be a really good matchup. Please let us know the scores. And after 130 votes, 62% are saying that Ron is winning this one. Now,
only at 75%.
Chance, you're looking to just make a mark on the arm wrestling world, which I love, and you don't mind taking losses. You don't mind copping losses. You just bounce back, and you don't make excuses for them, which is something I love. So, are you worried that you have two important matches within 2 weeks?
Yeah, I was really hesitant. So Ron and I was booked first. Ron and I has been booked for at least 2-3 months, something like that. I was really hesitant to say yes to Ingen when he was offering me a match. I really wanted to say no. I'm like, I don't know if 2 weeks is going to be enough time. But I felt I'm very conditioned. I'm very prepared. I'll rest properly. I'll rehab properly, and I will be ready for Zurab. So, plus when you only have to use 75-80%, it's almost just like I'm going to be doing some blood flow work with Ron in preparation for Zurab. So, no, I was a little nervous, but I'm pretty confident going into both matches.
This is awesome. This is awesome. Speaking of awesome, Marcus Thompson once again with a huge super chat. He says, Ron the legend and Chance. Good luck, guys, with the match. May the best man win. Hashtag support Uncle John for life. Arm wrestling full of non-relevant wimps. Hashtag be real man. Yes, we do love Uncle John. That is for sure. Hope he is going all right. But yeah, I'll leave that super chat up there for a bit because it's absolutely massive, and I'm just always blown away with it all. And a lot of people just saying Chance is the future of the of the sport. So yeah, 2 weeks back to back, including travel. Ron, is this something that you could possibly take advantage with on Saturday?
Not being the first one, unless he's overlooking me to get the 0. But I don't think he is. 2 weeks isn't a lot of time. At 23, he should be able to easily recover no matter how bad he loses Saturday. His spirits might not be as bright. He might have a lot more doubt pulling 0 after he loses to me 3-0. But I actually was surprised. I actually, for a while there, I thought you might pull out of this one and try to do it at a different date. Because 2 weeks, it's not a great deal of time, but at 23 years old, you should be able to recover. It's no different than having a big, strong, hard practice 2 weeks before.
Yeah. So Ron, last time I pulled you, the week before, there was a mega practice in Florida. That's when I was pulling with Jerry. So I figured if I could do the mega practice and then pull you the next week, and not just you, but I pulled Jordan and Chris and whoever else. It was a pretty good class that day. I figured it should be all right. But I would almost rather lose to you 3-0 than win 3-2 in grinders. You know what I mean? Like if it's getting close, it gets a little scary on recovery. So
yeah, but it's still 23 is a lot easier to recover than your upper 50s and 60.
Yeah, I'm sure.
About 30 years, but
yeah.
It's funny because now it's like I go to the gym too much. I overtrain. I don't go to the gym enough. I didn't train. I'm sore in between. It's back when I was 23, 20s. Shit, it didn't matter if I skipped a week, went every day of the week, whatever. I was never sore. Just keep going. And so as far as recovering between the two, you'll probably be fine. Me, I need about 2 years off in between matches.
Yeah.
Now, mostly attitude after a match. I just get burnt out on traveling. It's an old man thing. But it'll be fun Saturday.
Yeah, it'll definitely be fun. Unfortunately, as expected, I won't be after pulling, regardless of what the result is between you and I. That'll have to be it for a while.
That you should not do.
Yeah,
I don't have to pull anymore either after a tournament. There's too much all day. But for you to pull in 2 weeks, no, I would do our match and be done.
Yeah.
Now, it might not make, a big difference. Now, you guys are clearly more elite than what I've done, but I'm just going off other sports I've been involved in. And time is a lot. So, Chance, with this event that is going on, have you requested – clearly, you guys are the main event, and it's a stacked card. There's some really good matches going on. Have you requested to pull first to give yourself an extra 2 hours – recovery, or are you happy to be the main event?
No, yeah, I'd suspect we're going to be the main event. I don't think the 2 hours is going to make a difference, really. That's not enough time to impact it. Even if it was morning versus night, I'm not sure that really has enough of an impact. I'm going to be doing proper recovery. I'll have my deep tissue massage before my flights to Turkey. I'll have my massage gun with me doing rehab work. I'm going to be doing hot baths, icing, blood flow work. I have everything planned out on how I'm gonna handle it. I don't think the couple hours will matter.
There you go. I'll get through a couple of chats. Some interesting things. They're asking. James Carpenter says, "Is there a weight limit on this match? What are you both tipping the scales at?"
I was 289 this morning. So I've been sitting at high 280s. Which
Ron's shaking his head.
Yeah. It's actually kind of light for me. I've lost some pounds.
I'm hoping I'm close to 250.
Okay.
So.
Oh wow! So there's not that much. Like only 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
40, but
89, 40 pounds.
Yeah. 289, and you're closer to 250, yeah.
Yeah. But hey, Ron is ranked ahead of me on the US rankings. So really, he should be the favorite. The weight shouldn't matter because it's 231 plus.
Yeah.
Chance,
Do what? I think I've voiced my opinion on the rankings enough. They're overrated.
Well, hey, some people care, and on the U.S. rankings, you're ahead of me. So,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you do cop a flogging over there. I have a lot of fun with the rankings, but you have copped some lashings over the rankings, Chance, and you still move forward and you still go at it. So some people really enjoy the rankings. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's a nice little thing to get in there. White Wolf, thank you very much. White Wolf, you dead set legend. He says support Ron the legend, but best of luck to both Ron and Chance. The winner is us fans. Totally agree with hashtag Marcus Thompson support Uncle John versus the rest of the woke world. Ready Fang, the Archers. Just throwing some support out there. Everyone's getting amongst it. Street level arm wrestling says, as an arm wrestler, I'd love to be even half as good as these two legend and future legends. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Justin B, he enjoys the rankings. And Archdog loves Ron Bath. Speaking of Ron Bath, Ron, I'll start with you. So you turn up, you do what you do best. You defeat Chance. You win it exactly how you're going to do it. As Chance has a smirk on his face. What will be the first thing you will say to Chance?
Get some ice on your arm. I don't know if you can ever pre whatever comes out of your mouth. Depends how the match goes. They're always words of kindness, that's for sure. But yeah, knowing what he has coming, I would not be surprised. The first thing says, "Great job. Get some ice."
There you go. So you got to give Chance some ice, and then you got to put some ice in a nice whiskey for
I'm not getting the ice. I'm getting me a beer. He can get his ice.
I thought you only had whiskey, Ron. What happened?
Well, I don't want you to look out, man. Might be early.
So when you grab a beer,
trust me, I'll be having whiskey after that match.
All right.
When you grab a beer out, the esky, or what do you guys call them, out the cooler? Can you just like grab a handful of ice and then just throw it at Chance while you have a beer? Says, "Hey, get that for Zurab."
I guess.
Chance, same thing for you.
Yeah. Win, lose, wars, easy matches for either one of us. I don't think I'll have a lot to say. You know, there's a lot of respect that I have for Ron. So, however the match goes, I'm just happy.
Yeah, but shut up. Just pretend there's no respect. Just pretend.
I can't. I have never been one to talk on the table before, during, or after. It's just on YouTube and stuff. It's easy enough to poke fun, or on Facebook, but no. I have too much respect for most of my opponents, but especially for Ron to say anything, any trash talk or anything like that.
Oh, absolutely. And can we just give a little bit more respect to Ron's name? He's wearing an Australian Arm Wrestling Federation T-shirt from when he came and visited us many years ago. How long ago were you in Australia again, Ron? That was 20...
4 years ago, about 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was right before the Aussie Arm Wrestler was born, unfortunately. I missed it. People are jumping in saying Ron Bath is the man. American Psycho says, rankings are never going to be perfect, but you do a great job. Irving Brown says, Ron Sweet Champs, he bites his bite guard is older than Chance. Ooh. Throwing some fun shade over there. It's all happening. Just quickly, Chance, just a sidetrack from this match before got a few more questions. Any update on you and Jerry?
Who knows? That guy will never accept a match. Jerry is someone who is truly scared of arm wrestling me. Ron would never be scared. Ron's a real man. He'll arm wrestle anybody. Jerry, no. Jerry doesn't have it in him. That's why he hasn't arm wrestled in 3 years, and he picks someone at the very top to arm wrestle. That way, when he loses, he's like, yeah, but it's Gennady. So, yeah, whatever.
No, there you go. Georgia Arm Fights has just quickly popped in. and says, Ron is the man. Thank you very much for your super chat. I saw a fun one here. Neil's Pickup says, Ron's upper lip has a freaking six-pack, man. That's how good of shape he is. That's a good one. That is a good one, Neil's Pickup. What else have we got? Hand of Devon wants to know, will Ron use the clone move? As in the King's move. It was deemed the
That's
it was called the clown move, but the mispronunciation got wrong.
That was not planned. Let's put it that way. I found myself there. I was stretched out. I found myself here. I'm like, well, fuck, he's not pinning me. I got to just stay here. And then they're telling me to go up, and I'm like, thinking to myself, if I come up, he's going to pin me. I got to stay here. No, you'll never see me do the King's move because you're getting too much. I'm not good. I can't come up. I don't want to come up. I don't know how. No, I will. If you see me in the King's move, it was not planned.
Don't worry, guys. Ron won't have a chance to use the King's move. His wrist will hit the pad too quickly.
Ooh, damn.
Oh, beautiful. Chance, will this be live streamed at all, or will we just wait for your footage?
So the intention is to have the entire event live streamed. So I'll start with the first super matches, and it'll just roll through until Ron and I might leave it rolling after that as well for the tournament. But obviously it's in Michigan, so I'm not familiar with the venue. I don't know how my Wi-Fi is going to be or my phone service. So if it's really choppy, I would rather just record everything and post it. I'm usually pretty quick. I'll have it posted the same day. So the intention, it'll be live stream on my channel. If it's not, just understand it was because the Wi-Fi was just too crappy.
And let's put it
dial up. Ron brought it with him.
After I beat him really fast after round one, it's going to get really crappy. He's going to have to shut it off. Say, damn, it didn't record. I don't have it.
No. The footage will be posted regardless of the outcome.
See, now a part of me kind of hopes one of you win really quick, because I'm trying to work out the times in Australia, because I have to fly back from Sydney at 7 a.m. But I think the event starts at 3 a.m. my time. But then got to quickly get through all the super matches so I can commentate your guys' matches. Or if I can't commentate it, at least watch it at the airport. So I may miss a flight for this match. Just saying.
Not worth it. It's not worth it. For something that's going to only last 6 seconds, it's not worth it.
That's right.
I don't know. Some things I did in my teens and early 20s for 6 seconds. I think, all those times was definitely worth it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I just saw my guy in here from the Eastside Arm Wrestling Tournament, Danger Cooper. My man, Cooper Danger, says, what's up, guys? Can't wait and appreciate you both coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having us up, Cooper. You and Cody, I appreciate it.
And I'll have my Wi-Fi pack for backup. So it's looking more and more that it will be live streamed. Ron, how far do you have to travel for this match?
It's a 9-hour drive.
A 9-hour drive. What about you, Chance?
I think it's 2.5 hour flight.
Yeah, I'd rather.
So I'm just 6 hours south from Ron. So
yeah,
flight wise, it should be like a 30-minute.
You don't want to pick him up along the way. Just get the plane to just get the plane dropped down and just go. Oh, we've got to pick up my mate Ron.
No, Ron will see me and then he'll ask the plane to turn around, drop him back off.
Yeah.
Now, as we all know, I'm a huge fan of Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. I'm a huge fan of my beautiful wife. And I'll ask you both the same question. I'll start with you, Ron. What's Angie's advice been for this matchup?
What's her advice?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll hear it when you're up there. You're talking about a young lady who she can be very calm and passive, but the minute she goes ballistic. She just goes almost demonic. She just, and she
I've
tries
seen
to me to go to that same level at table, and I can't quite get there. So yeah, it'll be get intense. Be ready. Fire, fire, fire. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
no, I
seen
do.
that. I saw
do,
her yelling
yeah.
for you against Zurab, East versus West. I was right there next to her. So
Yeah. I was watching a chance at it firsthand, and I remember speaking to Ron and Angie shortly after that match, and we had a good laugh. The chalk and cheese difference. Chance, what does your lovely Maggie? Does she even say anything, or does she just give you a kiss on the cheek and say good luck, babe? I'll film it, and I'll see you after the match.
no. Arm wrestling advice. She's definitely not giving me advice. She's not an arm wrestler, but just general words of encouragement. You're gonna do great. Good luck, and yeah, that's it. She just cheers me on and records and is always in my corner. But as far as advice or for preparation or anything like that, I think she knows. I know what I'm doing at this point.
There we go.
Ron still needs help. Somehow 40 years in the
sport,
sport, and Ron still needs help. He still needs advice. He still hasn't figured it out. I don't know what's going on.
I just get too complacent.
Yeah, I do as well.
Especially when I know my opponent isn't even close to my caliber.
I know, it's crazy. You're like a D tier, and I'm like an A tier. So it's like you're like may as well be Levon.
Chance, just wait till you're married. We call it advice, but we're just being told what to do. So
yeah.
My wife doesn't know anything about arm wrestling, but if she tells me I've got to go in for the hook and I'm losing, I'll be going in for that hook. Don't you worry. Even if she's wrong, it's like it's So a quick question from King Hoddle. He says, is this free to the great unwashed masses? Yes, this isn't a pay-per-view. You've just got to head over to Chan Shaw's YouTube channel. It will start 1 p.m. Eastern because this is in Michigan. Now, if you are around that area, make sure you get over, participate in the tournament. They're doing great things there, or just go and watch because we've got 8 or 9 superb super matches, with the main event being the living legend Ron Bubblebath taking on the Tugboat, the man who's looking to drop the anchor on the living legend, and that is Chance Shaw. Guys, chuck some final questions in the comments. Give it a hashtag Ron or a hashtag Chance, and we will read a few out there before we wrap up the show, because these guys have got some serious work to do, and I always appreciate their time. Ron, what will you do if Chance pulls out a Titanic and avenges your loss to Zurab in Turkey?
What will I do?
Yeah.
I'll be happy for Chance. There's not much I want to do. He's in Turkey. Probably definitely write him a congratulations. It is. I mean, that's gonna be a good battle in itself.
Now, Chance. Now, you have mentioned a few times that you're more than happy to avenge the loss for Ron, and you have mentioned that this match with Ron was booked first. Now, when Ron had that awesome match at Turkey, have you rang Engen and asked for Zurab and go, you know what? Not only am I going to beat Ron, I'm going to beat the guy that beat Ron, and I'm going to be king of the world. And you're going to stand there at the end of your tugboat while Maggie holds you from behind. Is this all pre-planned? Is this we've cracked it. We have cracked the code. This is Chance.
I wish I could say that it was some master plan, but no. Engen just kind of, I don't know about Ron's experience, but my experience with Engen is like, all right, you want to pull this guy? Yes or no? And you kind of say yes or no. And he's been known to even change your opponents before the match happens. So no, I definitely didn't pick Zurab. It's not necessarily a match I'd be looking for. We are different classes. Not that he's not a fantastic opponent. I think it is a well-picked matchup, but now that I'm pulling Ron and Zurab, it makes it a lot more interesting, at least.
Absolutely. Ron, what do you think? How do you think that match would go with Zurab? Because you have gripped up with Chance in the past. And of course, it's probably almost the best East versus West match of the series.
Not almost.
Well, this is a different Chance than what I pulled over even a year ago. I as I said in a comment earlier, I'm not going to give anybody that answer until after I pulled Chance on Saturday.
Well, I'll be the first to ring you. I'll be the first to ring you and say, Ron, what do you think? What do you think?
So, I mean, if he's 3-0, he might want to stay home. But hey, the trip's paid for. So no, Chance has a lot on the line for Saturday, more than I do. But like I said, that all goes aside. Come at that table because I'm not going to take a dive or a fall or try to lose so he can win. No different than he's going to try to lose or take a dive. So I'm not the old man, his mentor or whatever. We both, when you get to that table, you're coming to win. And then worry about Zurab later.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all of you guys over there in the States. If you live in Australia, that'll be super early Sunday morning. Gabriel Costa arm wrestling. Is that my man from Brazil? Is that pro arm wrestler from Brazil? I think it is that I speak to sometimes on Instagram. He's a really cool dude. I like him. James Carpenter says, I want to see Chance face Bowen again. Feel like he'll mop the floor with the Ginger Ninja. I don't think both of you are in a hurry to have this match, are you? It's just
no.
You're both kind of on different paths. I'm sure you will.
Ryan still claims that he knows the proper vector and angle and position and blah. Yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense. Ryan will get steamrolled. Ryan knows it, but it's not an interesting match. Ryan's like a mid to high tier 90 kilo puller, and I'm a super. So to me, the match doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If anyone wants to fly me to Australia to pull Ryan, I'll happily do it, but I'm definitely not paying my own way to Australia to pull Ryan. It's not interesting. Maybe Lachlan. That'd be a more interesting match.
Let me see if I can swim around and make something happen. That's for sure. Aussie Tank says, living legend, Ron Barth, what kind of whiskey do you like?
Anything from cheap to Crown. Crown's always best, but depends on how much I want to spend.
I love honesty. Absolutely. Captain Obvious wants to know, how did Ron like John Brazing's latest match with Corey? At 58, still has the power, represents the old school.
John's pulling very impressive. There's not much you can say. The guy has great hand control, wrist control. He hasn't lost it. I pulled John in at probably a couple of years before this, about 3-4 years ago. And, granted, he wasn't coming back, but you could feel he didn't lose much in his hand and his wrist. So as long as he stays healthy, it's hard to say where he might end up. All he's in for is some interesting matches. But yeah, he gave it all to beat Corey. Corey's a beast.
Yeah. Jeez, it was super impressive. Street level arm wrestling. Go check him out on the YouTube. My guy over there. He says, if Ron could change anything years ago to help him now, what would it be?
I would have studied technique a lot more.
There you go. Instead of just brute strength. My man Cooper, he says, Chance and Ron, let me know when you're in town and I'll take you out for dinner. Where's my invite, Coops? Thought we were buds.
I land around 10 or 11. My flight leaves at like 6:30, so I'll be there pretty early.
There you go. Seal
on Friday.
Seal Hiccup. What a YouTube name. Seal Hiccup. Says Ron's got this. Dominic Lorenz says, Ron Barth, can you wear a Hawaiian shirt on the day? Can you do a Chance Shaw and wear a Hawaiian shirt on the day?
Shoot, not for the match. I'm not.
I know you have some, Ron. Just bust one out.
I have them. I went on a cruise and have them. I'm not wearing it at the match, though. I might out of respect. If you beat me 3-0, I might carry one and put it on.
All right.
There you go. Phil Woody says, Jake, thanks for the continued great streams. Ready, bang. Don't thank me, Phil. Thank Ron and Chance for giving up their time as we're about to wrap up the show, but I do appreciate the support. George Run Fights wants to know, Chance, will you be at PAF in Daytona October 15th?
Yeah. I try to go to all of the Florida events. I probably won't be competing, but I'll be there reffing or hanging out or whatever. So yeah, I'll be there.
There you go. Mega Mike with the super chat. He says both of you are on my hit list. He's coming. I like it. I like this. Mega Mike.
Ron, do you know Mega Mike?
Not really.
Oh, okay. He trains with Derek Smith.
Okay.
He went 1-1 with Jordan Sill.
I don't follow enough arm wrestling to know anybody.
Okay. Yeah. I would love to grip up with Mega Mike sometime, you know?
From what I saw, he's pretty solid. The few matches I had, it'd be fun.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he went 1-1 with Jordan, so he must be pretty good.
Yeah. He must be like me and not know how to slip.
Yeah.
Ron, do you have a match booked after this? Have you got anything planned in the future or just some talks at the moment?
There's a couple of things that have been mentioned, but right now, there's just a lot going on. Right now, the only match I want is Champ. And I don't have great interest in super matches all the time. So there's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I told most people we're going to just see what happens after this match this Saturday. No, I won't be retiring from the sport, but
no, you just got to plan your next move.
Yeah, I don't want to agree to somebody and then regret it down the road because it's moving up or not down. So, not in a hurry for another super match.
There you go. And you feel like you're moving down by giving your charity work on the weekend by pulling Chance Shaw. That's the way I see it.
This stuff here, green always helps. If you want me to show up, just pay.
And that's happening at the East Side Arm Club. Thank you very much, Dane. That's exactly where it's happening. These guys are pulling 1 p.m. I'll try and pick one more question for each of you, and then we'll wrap up the show. Kentucky Arm Wrestling, my man there, says, Ron, do you feel like you're as strong now as you were 5 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah. Right now, it's more mental. With me getting psyched up and ready for a match than it is anything else. When you do it for so damn long, it's hard to keep that same motivation. Like Chance, he's motivated because he's climbing a ladder. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Here, I've been there, done that. So it's try to get something that excites you. If it's a normal match, it's like every day, and I've had them. I run into trouble with the matches where I don't have all the interest in it. If I got some flair and fire for it, yeah. But as far as being as strong, I believe I'm as strong. It's making sure I get to the gym and on the table.
There you go. Thank you. Bless you, Chance, for your sneeze. And speaking of training, Savage Arm Wrestling wants to know, Chance, are you still on that Filthy Power program?
So, I had a couple things that I had to take care of where I couldn't train so heavy for a little bit. So, yes, technically I'm still on the Filthy Power program, but I have not been following it to a T like I was when I was in Sweden. Since I've been back, I had to recover after my match with Todd, and then I had a back problem I had to get worked on, and then I had some feet surgery and blah, blah, blah. So, no. Yes and no. Like, when I'm training, I'm following that program, but sometimes I have to reduce the load.
You sound like an old man like me. One couple of weeks I'll be on a hurt. I can't do nothing for a week.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah. 24 now, Ron. I had a birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
I'm an old man like you now.
Well, if 24's old, oh, geez, you're making me feel bad now. Jeff Legrande, or Legrand, I do apologize if I said your last name wrong, says, Chance, thank you for bringing John back to arm wrestling, but your record is not very good against the 50 and over crowd. I would like to see you in a war with a younger crowd like Corey and Zurab. Well, for you, Jeff, in 2 weeks, you'll see him in a war with Zurab. That is for sure. at East versus West, which we are keen. Z's Guitar Account says, much respect to the manliest arm wrestler on the planet, Ron Barth. I think he, yeah.
Oh,
Can't argue. You can't argue with that. You're definitely up there. And everyone's having a bit of fun with it all, which is good. People want to know what sort of shirt Chance is wearing. Have you picked out your colourful shirt yet?
Yep. So Robert Gould was kind enough to sponsor me again for this match, like he did with the last match, of Brandon Elsesser match. So I will be wearing that same shirt that I wore against Brandon Elsesser, that has his name on the back.
There you go. Thank you very much, Z's Guitar Account. Now, I'll leave that up there while we wrap up the show because I do appreciate it. So, guys, there it is. This Saturday, 1 p.m., Eastside Arm Wrestling Club. You got to head over there in Michigan. Super matches start 1 p.m. on Chance Shaw's channel. Clearly, if you're subscribed to the Aussie Arm Wrestler, I'm sure you are subscribed to the Tugboat Chance Shaw. But if you're not, boy, oh boy, get yourself over there right now and pin that subscribe button, or Ron will literally bite your face off. He told me before the show if you don't support these guys. First of all, thank you so much for giving me just a little bit over an hour of your time. I really do appreciate it.
My fans got to get the arm bets and bet on me. I didn't realize I was on arm bet. Come on, go put some money.
Yeah, you're on arm bet, and you still only have 1% stakes, and I think that's White Wolf. Your one supporter is here in the chat, Ron.
Thank you, sir. I got to figure out how to get in it so I can put some money on myself.
Oh, don't lose your own money. It's not worth it, Ron.
Just try. It might work if you try that phone next to you, Ron. You may be able to ring and put a bet on. That is for sure. So if you are a gambling person, if you are a gambling person, do it responsibly, of course. But if you feel that Ron will turn bubble into blood, head over to Arm Stakes and bet on Ron Barth, the living legend. But if you think the future is now, then head over and support Chance Shaw on his channel.
Just for the record, unfortunately, nobody can support me because I sold out too quickly. So Ron has to catch up before he can support me over on State Kings.
Well,
I think what it is, Ron, is everyone that's a fan of yours doesn't know how to use the internet, so they're probably struggling figuring it out.
You're probably 100% spot on.
We're all, we're probably all playing cribbage or croquet, bit of lawn bowls, and we're just waiting for Ron to get the job done. Guys, as you can see, we've had a bit of fun on the show. These two are going to have a fun match. Clearly, if you ask both of them, it's going to go 3-0 either way. So I am excited. It'll be live on Chance Shaw's network, so go over and support him then. Guys, any final words before we wrap up?
No, thanks for having me on, Jake. I really appreciate it. Bringing some light to the match. I think a lot of people overlooked it somehow, so I appreciate you bringing some attention to our match. Ron, I really look forward to our match on Saturday. I have a lot of respect for you, but on the table, I do plan to bring my A game, pin you quickly, 3-0. And, I don't want to tax your arm too much. I'll make it quick. That way you don't have too much recovery to go through.
All right. Jake, same thing. Appreciate you having us on. Chance, don't even worry about it. I'll see you Friday night. See you at the table on Saturday. And I'll really make them quick so you're rested up. All right?
Thanks, Ron.
And I'll even make sure I get you a cup of ice or something for your arm after it. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Should be fun. Should have been a year ago, but let's see what happens. I should have took it a year ago. You're a lot lighter and less experienced.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have had more luck last year, but this year maybe it's too late. So
last year, about that time, I was thinking about being done because some stuff was acting up my shoulder. But honestly, it seems like it's cleared up. We use red light therapy. We got massage. We got everything. So just like you, I just didn't do it before my Paul Lynn match like I should have. But anyhow, I'm ready as I ever will be. If you beat me easily 3-0, you didn't get a weak version of me and no excuse. But I don't see that happening. I think you're in trouble.
I'll show you the video after so you can't see it happen.
Oh,
You are both awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Guys, head over to Beers with Burgoyne on his channel. He's probably just started to go live. Tell him that Ron Barth and Chance Shaw sent you as we wrap it up there. And, of course, your Dead Set Legends. Like, share, and subscribe. Everything that is the Aussie Arm Wrestler. As always, ready